Greetings, Tekken enthusiasts! Welcome back to another episode of Tekken 8 Countdown Chronicles. As always, it's Ghirlanda here with you, your favorite daddy gamer. Today, we're marching alongside Lars Alexanderson, the Lion of the Rebellion, as we unveil the layered narrative and exhilarating gameplay it brings to Tekken 8. Ready to dive into the saga? Let's jump right in. If you are a long-time Tekken fan, you surely know already that Lars is one of the main characters of the series. He is the illegitimate son of Heihachi Mishima, and so is a half-brother of Kazuya Mishima. So Lars' legacy is deeply rooted into the Mishima fold, and he enriched a lot the narrative tapestry for Tekken 8. He was the leader of the Tekken Force Rebel Army in Tekken 6 and the main character of that game. And with his charismatic presence, Lars is a blend of martial finesse and tactical prowess. His fighting style, of course, is a mix of karate and Tekken Force's martial arts, and it offers a swift, deadly combat experience, making him a formidable opponent on the battlefield. In Tekken 8, Lars shines with precision and brutal efficiency. His military pedigree is on full display as he combats foes with a blend of martial arts and tactical acumen. Also, you should also note how he uses a lot more electric moves, especially in the rage arts, making his bond with Mishima's even stronger. After the event of Tekken 6 and Tekken 7, Lars has now a very complicated bond with Jin Kazama, and this is explored further in Tekken 8, with a customized intro showcasing their shared resolve. This attention to character dynamics adds a personal touch to the battles, reflecting the deep-seated ties and ongoing saga between these two warriors. Careful, this section contains a spoiler from a leak. Exciting leaks hint at Lars being a playable character in a new mode resembling Tekken Force and Tekken 6 story mode. This mode is a training edition offering a fresh gameplay experience and showcasing Lars in a new light as he battles through waves of foes alongside or against other familiar faces in the Tekken roster. After the Tekken 7 events, it looks like the most easy way to reflect on Lars' decisions is to say the common sense words, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," as it looks like in Tekken 8, Jin Kazama and Lars are actually allies against Kazuya Mishima. But now, plot aside, let's talk about a technical analysis on how Lars looked in this beta. I have to say, one of Lars' greatest strengths is his combo damage. I believe Lars has perhaps the best combo damage in the whole game. Without walls, without rage, without hit engagers, Lars can easily reach 75 plus damage from almost every launcher. He is able to do without walls or rage 83 damage from a safe counter 2 launcher, forward 1+2. I don't know if you realize that, but it's an incredible big amount of damage from a move that can be, I cannot say spammed, but which doesn't have so much risk. And from his 14-frame Punisher launcher forward back to 1, Lars can do 79 damage, which is an incredible amount. This damage is possible thanks to the fact that Lars' new moves synergize so well with the new mechanics of the games, the tornado spins, because now, after tornado, forward 3-2, up 4 is very easy to connect. And this new up forward 4 move is crucial to Lars' damage without walls. It's simply a crazy damaging ending, which is very easy to connect after tornado. Lars also gained a new stance called Limited Entry, which is accessible only from other moves and not from neutral. How to do it? You can do this stance entering from dynamic entry or from moves. For example, pressing 2-1 puts you automatically into limited entry, which means 2-1 is a very powerful 10 frame Punisher now, because it gives justice to a very strong 50-50, especially during hit, because we did not mention it, but during hit, the mid from limited entry becomes a full launcher, and the lows becomes a sort of almost safe, I think it's minus 13, but I might be wrong, Hell's Whip, because it does 35 damage and swap the position with your opponent while knocking him down. Lars always had a very good punishment game when it comes from standing, thanks to his very strong 12 frame Punisher forward 2-4, and the fact that he can launch you for a lot of damage with his 14 frame Punisher forward back 2-1. However, he always lacked a solid 10 frame Punisher, and now 2-1 is covering this weakness in a very good way. The problem remains on his while standing punishment. They are nothing special, and they are really only mediocre. His while standing 4 is average at best. He has a decent 13 frame punishment in while standing 2-1, but nothing game changing, and then he launched like everybody at 15 frames with while standing 1. Cool thing of while standing 1 is that Lars can decide to swap side or not, and this is something that has always been the case since Tekken 6, so it's not a new thing. We can surely say, at least for the data we have from the beta, that Lars has improved a lot since his Tekken 7 iteration, because he still maintains his crazy good wall carry and damage in combos while gaining a good 10 frame punishers, and even if only from the new stance, an access to better lows. But now, let's talk about the weaknesses of Lars. I believe Lars has the same problem that he had already in Tekken 7, which is the absence of very strong lows from neutral. Lars has okay lows like full crush, the 1+2, or very good lows from the new limited entry stance, the one we just talked about. But apart from this, his only very damaging low is down back 4, which is good as a counter launcher and is not that slow, but it's very risky as it gets staggered or blocked. So I believe the fact he still lacks very strong lows in the neutral is something that will still affect him to reach the top 1, top 2, top 3 charging the tier list. He will probably be a solid A+, even if buffed, because he has a crazy good damage and his hit is kinda good, I will say. But he's not a top 1 material, I believe, at least for now. And the other thing is, while counter 1-1-1 is now a hit engager, well, it's one of that hit engager that when cancelled doesn't provide you a full combo. So this means that it doesn't have a 10 frame launcher in counter it during hit like it was during the first test, the closed alpha test. Overall anyway, this actually might not be too bad, because still, Tekken 8 has no Magic 4 launchers, at least not safe Magic 4 launchers anymore. So actually, Lars counter hit games might be improved just because he already didn't have a Magic 4 before, and now he still has at least a counter hit 10 frame string that give him hit, which is not something every single character has. So perhaps this is not as bad as it looks like. To conclude, I just want to say that I believe Lars will be a very fun character to use because of the access to 3 different stances and the fact that you can transition from one to the other in a almost infinite way. And I'm very excited to see him returning to the game, both on a plot-wise, and I also believe it will be more competitive than what it was in Tekken 7, when apart from few specialists, he wasn't used that much. I hope to see more Lars. I think he's a fan character, an okay character, very stylish, And perhaps I would also main him. Who knows? I still am searching for my real main since Katarina's gone. So he's an option. Thank you guys for enjoying this video. If you like my videos, I would like to ask you to share the video to your friends, put the like button, leave a comment, and also if you didn't subscribe yet to my channel, please consider subscribing, okay? Thank you a lot, thanks for your support, and see you in the next battle.